If you think there have been way more China EVs on Singapore road, watch on because actually what you see might not be what you think. So, firstly, we need to know why there are more EVs first. And here's the thing, it's not an accident. In fact, it's due to a policy. You see, Singapore got something called the Singapore Green Plan, and under it, from 2030, no new petrol-only or diesel-only cars can be registered here, while diesel car and taxi registrations already stopped from 2025. Yeah, basically, it's likely that your great-grandchildren will have never seen an ICE.
What is an ICE?
Internal combustion engine, you know, when you use petrol to
Wait, you mean you all used to put liquid into your vehicles to make it move, and then burn the liquid? What the skibidi logic is that?
This is why I don't want children. And this is not just words on paper, the numbers show too. I mean, you can see on the road According to LTA, in 2025, battery EVs made up 45.1% of all new car registrations, officially overtaking petrol-electric hybrids for the first time. And by October 2025, EVs hit a record 53% of new registrations, the highest money share ever recorded. For the first time, over 50% of the new cars hitting our roads that month were fully electric. Why are people actually buying then? There are three main reasons. One, the rebates are very attractive. From 2021 to 2025, the years where EV adoption really took off, buyers could get up to $40,000 to $45,000 off their new EV in government rebates. But the rebates have been shrinking every year. From 2026, the maximum drops to $30,000, and from 2027, only $20,000. So a lot of people rush to lock in their EV in the last few years. In Singapore, cars are more expensive due to taxes, so these rebates mean cars can be more affordable. The second reason is that charging a vehicle is much cheaper than topping up with petrol. I want you to calculate the difference for you because it's much crazier recently due to the Middle East crisis. People online are saying that they can cut almost 60 to 75% of their petrol costs when they switch to EV. And thirdly, the charging infrastructure in Singapore is improving so much that I won't be surprised if in 2030, every shop in the shopping mall is a charging port or a mala store. So okay, EVs are coming, but why are we not seeing let's say Japan, Korea or Germany EVs popping up, like ICE car? If you are looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. Okay, so now we come to the juicy part. Why is it that when Singaporeans buy EVs, most of them are buying China brands? Where are all the electric Toyotas, Hyundais, Hondas, Mercedes or BMWs? Well, here's the stats to shock you first. In 2025, BYD registered 11,184 new cars in Singapore, making up to 21.2% of the market, meaning 1 in every 5 new cars sold last year was a BYD. They overtook Toyota, a brand that has been the king of Singapore roads for decades. And BYD is not the only Chinese brand. There are still Xiaopeng, Zeekr, Denza, GAC Aeon, Chery or MG, which are either purely from China or have originated elsewhere but are now Chinese owned. Yeah, I know why you should be surprised that MG is also Chinese owned. But are these brands purely just EV companies? Well, for most of them, yes. For example, BYD stopped the production of pure ICE cars in 2022. So basically, simply put, China car brands are pretty focused on EVs, which begs the question, why not Tesla or BMW electric, Mercedes EQ or Hyundai Ioniq? They are electric cars too. Well, for a start, Tesla is another brand that focuses just on EV and is actually doing okay. Tesla came in 6th place in 2025 with 3,476 new registrations, up from 2,384 in 2024, helped by the 110 kW variants of Model 3 and Model Y that qualify for the cheaper ACOE. But they are still behind BYD by a factor of 3. Well, there could be 3 reasons. The first is its variety. BYD, or China cars in general, has something at every tier. 803 for compact SUV, Seal for sedan, Sea Lion 7 for SUV, M6 for MPV, Denza for luxury, and much more. Tesla has got only Model 3 and Model Y, so the choice is pretty limited. The second is the cost structure. BYD builds about 80% of its parts in-house, batteries, motors, semiconductors, which lets them produce vehicles at roughly 25% lower cost than established Western automakers. 3. The tech feels fresh. Chinese brands are known for big touchscreens, voice assistant, auto parking, and over-the-air updates. But why not other brands? Well, it's the same reason. Variety is very limited. For example, for Toyota, there's only the Toyota BZ4X electric, and this is only launched this year. There are only 4 Kia EVs, and they look the same to me. It's similar for Hyundai, and if you look at the price, it's the same too. The China brands are very affordable. And finally, for the tech, I have to say that other brands also are very high tech but the China ones look so slick that the car of the year for 2025 in SG Karma is a BYD, the BYD Sea Lion 7. So basically, the reason why China brands are everywhere is due to variety, prices, and tech. Not because they open cafes are walao. Got people go drink coffee and then buy a car. You use your brain, use your brain. But of course, things might change. More brands are coming out with their EVs recently. For example, I just mentioned that Toyota has come out with its first EV in Singapore this year, and Volvo has finally come out with a sedan EV recently too, both of which are not parallel in port. So with more variety, we might see more brands. If you're watching this video in 2030, can comment on what brands are popular in 2030. Also, can you go online and check the 4D results for 20 May 2026? If I win 4D, I will help you destroy the AI that has taken over. To know more about why cars are so expensive in Singapore, watch this, because it's not about the cars or COE, but about another test. Also, if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. Our website is in the description, or you can scan this QR code. Thank you for spending almost 6 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.